I'm awkward. It's gonna be fine. I've gotten some questions about how I take some of my photos, and a lot of them are just on my phone, and people are curious on like if I edit them or like how it happens. I'm gonna do a little combination of video recording on my screen and just kind of show you real time like how it works. I like doing panorama shots, so I figured this would be a good place to just show you kind of like how to do it. So I'll just go into the regular native phone app, or no, sorry, camera app. I like to squat down, and so your camera app has settings, and I'll slide over to pano, which means like you can kind of get a full little spectrum here. And there's a yellow line, so I'll just keep the yellow line kind of where the grass meets the water, and tap it, go across kind of slowly. But when you're doing this, what it does is takes tiny little photos as you go on, and then it splices them together. So that should be good enough. And that's what it looks like straight out the gate. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll share it. And after that, I go into Lightroom, which is a free app, Lightroom CC, it's free. I got it from the App Store. I'll tap it open, and I'll load the photo up. And then once it gets loaded, what I do is I tap light down at the bottom corner, and so that'll allow me to edit the brightness, contrast, exposure, you'll see here. But first of all, I just do auto, and that will kind of take a scientific approach to what it thinks is the right way to expose it and things like that. And if you hold down, you'll see the difference, and you let up and it'll show you how it is after it edited it. So after that, I mean, you can play with the temperature. I like to do a little bit warmer. It kind of adds like a vintage look to it. That's just my own personal touch. Not everybody will agree with that. So I kind of want to make the trees pop a little bit more. I want to make it look more fall. So what I'm going to do is I go to this mix, and then you can edit individual colors. So you can change, that's a bad example. You can change the green to make it look like PGA grass or more like fall. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna bump that up, and I'll show you why in just a second. And then I'm gonna take the yellows and drop them down to, ooh, maybe not that much, but to kind of add more contrast. That way it looks like the leaves are changing colors a little bit. You can change the blue. I really don't keep it past, or like move it past maybe 10 or 20 at the most, because once you do that, if you take this blue and you move it up to 34, it starts to look weird and it doesn't look natural at all. Same thing with the other side. So really subtle differences help out the best. Maybe a little bit darker, so you can change all sorts of little settings in here too. So but anyway, for sake of this video, that's the idea. I'm going to go ahead and just save it real quick, and then that'll save to the camera roll. All right, and then I've also got two other apps that I use. Well, this one is another free app. It's called Mixtures. You'll load that photo back up through here. I tap use, tap uncrop because I want the original, and then through here you're able to use different filters, basically. And so there's light leaks, emulsion, there's grunge, there's actual gradients. A lot of them, I like the vintage, again, kind of look, but you're able to just kind of add this overlay to it, and that kind of looks like fall. And you're also able to adjust all of these filters as well. So you're able to straight up vintage. You can, that looks pretty cool. I'm gonna just save it. And then there you go. That's essentially, let me slide back over to my photos. You'll get it. And then that's that's all there is to that, really. Other than that, if you guys have any questions or want to know any more specifics about what I just went over, any details or anything you've seen that I've done before in the past and kind of want to see like another rendition of it, leave me a comment, slide in my DMs. That's all I got. Subscribe. Thanks for watching.